our group of anti-heroes had quite a bit of RP flavor yesterday on the last play session. Maximus's mother decided to leave the inn to him after the trials and tribulations that she experienced at the hands of the Cyricists, and left Phlan entirely, but not before revealing to Maximus some secrets about his childhood and his father, leaving him a journal with which he read and is continuing to read. We left off with the Phlan folks heading to the Velvet Doublet to meet up. Tantine, however, had some business to attend to at night, and that is where we will begin now. So, Tantine, you are outside of Alero's smithy. It is approximately, I can't remember what time we left off, but I'll say it's getting to be like 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I don't see the stream going, Magrom. Watch now. There we go. Never mind.
Twitch.
Okay, I'm good. Go ahead, Tantine.
Okay, I'm good. Go ahead, me. Oops. Hopefully someone's home.
Oi, good day, Blackfist.
Evening. Wait, is it still night or did we go to day?
No, it's nighttime. I just
Okay.
it's
I'm
different.
just making sure.
In the smithy.
I've acquired a weapon and I need it inspected.
All right, I can do that for you. I've got the Blackfist special. I charge you 25 gold for the identification.
I'll place it on the table.
Okay, and it is a two-handed axe, correct?
I believe that's what you told me, yes.
Okay. So he picks it up, and you see his hands glow slightly with a little arcane flare, and he holds it back and puts it on the countertop, and he says, "Oh, you best be careful with that weapon, sir. That right there is a berserker axe." So a berserker axe, I will add to your inventory right now. You gain +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. In addition, while you are attuned to this weapon, your hit point maximum increases by 1 for each level you have attained. But this item is cursed, and becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you. As long as you remain cursed, you are unwilling to part with the axe, keeping it within reach at all times. You also have disadvantage on attack rolls with weapons other than this one, unless no foe is within 60 feet of you that can see or hear. Whenever a hostile creature damages you while the axe is in your possession, you must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or go berserk. While berserk, you must use your action each round to attack the creature nearest to you with the axe. If you can make extra attacks as part of the attack action, you must use those attacks as well. Moving to attack the next nearest creature after you fell the current target. So,
next nearest any creature.
Yes.
Okay. Is it each round I can do a wisdom saving throw, or do you know how it ends?
You are
my berserk status?
Yeah, you are berserk until you start your turn with no creatures within 60 feet of you that can see or hear.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Hope Magrom can hide.
Yeah. So as he hands you the axe back, he says, "These weapons are pretty powerful, lad, and in the wrong hands they can wipe out your allies just as well as your foes. But I do know of someone who can tame the wilder part of the axe.
Someone in town or someone far away?
Someone in town, but they are pretty hard to deal with. But
Who might
they do
this?
contract work, and perhaps you could gain their favor by doing some work for them. I'm speaking of Kraglin, the goblin that owns the wizard tower here in Phlan."
I have not spoken to him in some time.
He keeps to his tower and keeps to himself, and is not very keen on visitors.
Might you know the approximate value of this axe?
Let me see. He does, but he needs to think about it for a minute.
I don't. Oops. I don't see
like,
it.
like 500 gold. That's what I'm getting. Oh, 500 to a 5,000.
I'll let you
Yeah, give me a second here.
roll it out or figure it out. Did you send it to me yet?
No.
Okay. All right. Does it auto update when he sends his stuff, or do we have to refresh it?
It should. Oh, this will get you 950 gold.
Thank you for inspecting this for me. If you didn't already assume, I handed him the 2 platinum, 5 gold.
Okay.
And thanks for the tip. And I'll give him 2 more gold.
Okay. He nods to you. Thank you, lad. I appreciate it.
Did he say the name of it? Sorry, I missed that part.
Super great axe.
Okay.
I added it to your inventory.
Thanks. That's all I have on me at the time. I'll see about getting some more weapons if I find them for the Black Fists. And as well, I'm keen on finding your missing smith as well. See if I can make my way into that venture.
That would be most appreciated. Some of his finest works are laying unattended and halfway finished.
Well, was he the jewel smith? Which
He
craft was
a
he?
Smith. He was an enchanter. He was everything. He can do it all.
All right. I
Are
appreciate
you, by any chance, heading to the Treasury Department tomorrow?
it. I will be in the morning, yes.
Would you mind dropping off the taxes for me? He goes to the chest.
Of course.
He pulls out a satchel of coins and hands it over to you.
Okay.
And then he goes to a ledger, writes in the ledger, crosses off a few things, and then makes a check mark at the end. And then he comes back with a receipt and hands that to you as well.
Shall we count it in front of you, or?
No, the treasurer and I have had a relationship for a long time. I've never cinched one coin from him. He knows I'm good for it.
Okay, I'll take his ledger receipt with the bag.
Okay. Do you look at it?
The receipt?
Yeah.
I'll look at the paperwork. I won't look in the bag.
Okay, so looking at the paperwork, you do see 5,000 gold coins on the paper.
Okay. I nod to him. Good day.
Good day.
Oh, Magrom, what are you doing?
All right, Magrom, pickpocket him, please.
He doesn't know I even have that.
He was at the doorway. Did he see the huge coin purse or not?
You going in there to get some
Where you
gear?
going, Tantine?
Are you muted?
He's just trying to molest me.
He's muted. Oh my gosh.
I am not. Wait, can you guys not hear him?
Yeah, you're here now.
Yeah. okay.
Your whole bouncing around, I couldn't hear anything.
I'm just heading in. I forgot I had to do some business here. What are you doing here?
Oh, I had to get the axe checked out that we found in the Sirius's hideout.
Oh, nice. Anything special?
Yeah, it's a super berserker axe that murders all in sight.
I just blink at him. Alright, I'll see you over at the dub. Or do you want to wait for me?
But it's cursed. What? Dub?
Yeah, the velvet dub.
Yes. Do you want me to wait for you or head there now?
My business should be quick.
What do I take that meaning as? I should wait or leave?
I just walk away.
Let me
Good
roll.
evening, Master Dwarf.
Likewise.
Just about closing time here, but I could stay for a minute for a fellow dwarf. What you
Oh,
got?
thank
I'm
you.
rolling this to see if I was too dumb to understand what he meant.
You are too dumb.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave that because I don't know what he meant.
I'm gonna put the long sword that I got on the thing. Could you help me identify this? I think there might be a twinge of magic.
I could do that.
Before they start
picks it up.
walking back, I'm bringing Toast outside around the corner,
Like up to where we're at, or
just outside the dub.
okay.
I'm just going in the woods over here.
So he picks up the sword and he's looking it over, and he, looks it up and down, and you see a familiar, well, not a familiar, but you see a blue, purplish glow emanate from his hands, and he sets it back down. He says, "Oi, I haven't seen too many of these, but I've seen them before." And he says that it is a sword of wounding. Or no, wait, here it is. So it's a vicious long sword. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magic weapon, the target takes an extra 7 damage of the weapon's type. So let's see if I can add that to your inventory.
So this one's versatile, and you could use it as a two-hander, Kyle?
Oh.
But it really only works on crits and stuff.
When it crits, it does the extra damage of slashing?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. Vicious ones. There we go. Okay, it's in there.
Thank you. You got any pointy stabbies?
Oh, I sure do. Which pointy stab are you looking for?
Oh, dagger, short sword, rapier.
I do have a fine short sword.
What's going on over there?
I'm just trying to find
Just see feet going through the wall.
Do you?
I think it's one of them walking around.
So he goes to the chest and pulls out a short sword, and it's got it's a nice short sword. It looks like it does have some silver on it. What do you think of this one? Are you looking for something with some magic to it?
What are my options?
Well, you've got your standard regular weapons, you've got your standard silver weapons, and I've got a few magic weapons.
Let's see the silvered and the magic.
Okay, so he pulls out, it's like almost like a sleeping bag, and he unrolls it, and on it are silvered weapons of various types. So he's got daggers, short swords, long swords, rapiers, and they're all silvered. So there's my supply of silver weapons. And then he goes to this chest and comes back with another sleeping bag and unrolls it. And this one's pretty empty. You just see a short sword and a rapier in there.
What's the deal with these two?
These two are me magic items, so they're a little bit pricey. But I guarantee you won't find anything like them in Phlan.
You carry leathers as well?
I do.
Anything with a little extra protection?
Nothing magic of the sort for the... Oh, Jesus! What?
Oh, clip that.
You sound like you were scared by a goblin.
Oh, no, turn that light on. I was. I sure was. Where was I? What was I saying?
You were telling me what the weapons do.
Oh, the armor. So
yeah.
The armor, the Black Fists took quite a bit of the stock that we had for magical armors. I've just got the normal stuff left now instead.
Anything lighter than the normal stuff?
Lighter, did you say?
Yeah, that weighs less.
No, just your standard leathers.
Right. Tell me about these weapons.
So these two, the rapier and the short sword, they've got a bit of magic to them. The short sword, so he goes on to explain the magical properties to it, and you find that on sneak attack damage, the short sword adds an additional 1d4 points of poison damage.
And the rapier?
And the rapier bestows the user with 20 extra hit points and drains 1 level per attack on a successful attack on the target.
Drains a level? What does that mean?
It means it's like you need a lesser restoration or a greater restoration spell in order to regain the level back. So it basically lowers the challenge rating of the targeted creature per attack.
Oh my god.
And, their stats and everything are affected by that too.
How much for these two?
So the short sword, that one will run you about 1250, and the rapier will land you about 35,000.
I just, I go, well then. How about we make a deal for the short sword and a silver dagger?
All right. So he puts the other weapon away, and then puts this other silvered weapons away, and leaves the short sword and the dagger on the countertop.
Now, I got the long sword. It's a bit too unwieldy for me. What do you think about a trade-in?
Aye, we could do that. Let's see. What did I say? 1250.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you give me that long sword, I'll give you. You give me the dagger. Or no, sorry. You give me the long sword, and 200 gold, and I'll give you the dagger and the short sword.
Right. And I do that.
Okay.
I also... Yeah, that's it.
Anything else, Master Dwarf? You need any supplies? Are you any kind of smithy or blacksmith?
Handy with some jewels.
Ah, jewelsmith. Excellent. That's a rare trade.
Can't come from a long line of jewelers.
Do you? Where do you hail from?
Well, off far to the west, my family. We were, why am I blanking on my name? Clan Glint Eye.
Clan Glint Eye. Oh, interesting. Now let me jog me memory there a little bit. Is it still Thorin that runs the Glint Eyes?
Aye, that's me, Paul.
You're the son of Thorin.
Got word of him? You know him?
Yes. I used to do business there long time ago, and Thorin always cut me a good deal and made me pay less in taxes.
It sounds like him.
Well, next time you see your old pa, let him know that Alero says hello.
I just nod, knowing that would never happen.
Alright.
I give him 200 minus. I give him 20 platinum. I'll give.
Okay. May you find rest well enough tonight, Master Dwarf. I tend to do the same.
You as well.
Okay, so let's get back out here and do this.
I'm looking for Tantine.
Huh?
I'll go see Bug It Off.
Where could he be?
Did you put those things in my inventory or no?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm at the gallows, wondering why we haven't had any executions of late.
Oh, it was such a fine day for executions.
I just walk up behind him and go, boo.
Did you finish what you needed to do?
I just lift my shirt and show him my sword and go, ah?
A new weapon for slaughter. Should we
time
join
of
the rest?
Aye.
Why can't I find a silver dagger? Oh, it's a check mark, isn't it?
Is it night time or is it morning?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nighttime.
nighttime.
We didn't sleep yet.
I don't want to get were-ratted again.
Ooh, I can't wait.
So, Proxus, or fucking Magrom, silver, there we go. Okay, so...
Why is Max in here? I thought he died.
I plop back down. Were you doing something outside, Toast?
Yeah, he's not in here.
Yeah. Just
Did you want us to not enter yet?
that's up to.
It's up to you, because you're doing something.
Just give me 1 second here.
You weren't going to stop us, right?
No.
Okay. That's what I was asking. I didn't know if you had something crazy planned.
Should I put this on and kill all my friends? Decisions.
Now, he said you have to be tuned. That means you have to rest with it. Sleep with it.
Alright. Magrom, so I added both. The poison short sword, you'll just see the extra flare, 1d poison damage for each backstab. Alright. Where are we going? Are we doing toast now?
Yeah, because he's just outside foraging
Okay. Oop.
and cooking his dinner. Because the food inside, you know, he knows he's not a fan of.
It might have butter on it.
Alright, so you set up a little tiny campfire, I believe, right?
Yeah. With his cantrip.
Okay.
So he let the guys inside know before Magrom and Tantine got there. She's like, I'm gonna step out and eat something. They know the people inside should know that he's just right outside cooking.
Okay.
Max knows then. Gotcha.
Alright, who's up next?
What time is it?
It is about 9 o'clock.
Did I gotta get a little reminder because it's been a week. Did I tell anyone in here about Mom leaving, or was that just in the bar?
No, you did not tell anyone about Mom.
Okay, that's good. I just wanted to make sure I didn't. All right, so you two walk in. What are you doing?
I'll go up to the bar.
Was the
Good evening, my lord. What you drinking?
I will have.
He'll have milk. He'll have milk. Gertie says across from the other stool.
Perfect.
And he looks at you and
I
kinda waits
nod.
for your approval. Okay. So he goes to the counter, grabs milk. It'll be 10 copper.
I hand it to him.
Okay.
Alright.
Anything for the rest of you folks?
I think I got something at the end of our last session, so I think Max has a drink.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was the sunflower thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Master Dwarf, anything for you?
I'll have a Foster's.
Oh, Foster's. Australian for beer. He comes back and he hands you a Forester's beer.
Foresters.
Thank you, mate. I hand him a silver.
All right, Toast. So let's get cooking here. Let's see.
Yeah, he's just out there till somebody comes in. Like if they start having a meeting, he's just kind of waiting for them to.
So
Come
let's
get 'em.
do a performance. No, I don't know about performance. Maybe let's do a medicine. Let's do a medicine check to see how good you're cooking it. So you
Survival
take
check?
you take one of the chunks of meat, stab it on a fork or on a stick, and you hold it over the fire. So go ahead and make your roll.
For
How many
medicine.
pieces do you have? 5?
Yeah, 5 pounds.
Yeah, medicine or nature. I'll let you pick.
Alright, hold on. Oh, they're the same.
Okay, so as you're cooking that one, your eye catches a squirrel in the tree, just having a grand old time, and he just takes your focus for like 10, 15 minutes. And when you turn back, the meat is just charred on the outside. But you pull it off the fire really quick and inspect it, and it looks like, just the outer layer is pretty crisp, but the inner layer is still kind of tender and juicy.
Hmm.
Just the way he likes it.
I'm
Do you want to cook
confused.
another?
What kind of meat is he eating?
Toasted.
Does not know.
Oh wait, I thought he doesn't eat meat, or is that
Yeah.
something?
He's eating human from the
Oh.
mansion.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That makes
So he-
sense.
Never
Puts
mind.
him up.
Ignore me.
So he puts another. Yeah, he puts another pound on there. He still likes it though, but he hasn't ate this good in a while.
Okay, roll another one.
See if this one will do it.
Oh man, this is cooked to perfection. I mean, you slowly turn the slab of meat over the fire and hold it just far enough away to get that really nice crispy skin, and tender juicy meat on the inside is sealed in with flavor.
All right, so yeah, he takes it. He takes it. And what does it look like?
So I mean, it looks like a ham hock. It's just nice and charred on the outside,
Okay, yeah, he
seared to
kind of
perfection.
he takes that up, puts out the fire, then heads inside to eat it next to everybody else.
Okay.
Well, we got raided in our channel.
We got raided?
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
What does that mean?
Means another channel is in our channel.
It's when somebody ends a
Nice.
stream, they pick somebody and shoot them all over there.
Cool. All right, so
Raid.
you're at the bar now with food that you prepared, and
All right, yeah. So I'm at the end, kind of eating in a corner.
Do they allow outside food in this establishment?
And he kind of walks up to Tantine and he's like, "Did everybody get their drinks yet?"
Yeah, we ordered.
Yeah.
What's that smell?
It's my food. They don't cook what I eat.
That
in
smells.
here.
That smells delicious.
It smells disgusting.
So the bartender is just kind of tending to his duties over here. He doesn't notice or smell anything.
Shall we adjourn to the seating area over there? I gotta talk to you guys about something.
Which
The
Well,
couch-
those couches over there look pretty secluded for us to have a conversation.
they look worse for wear.
I just go and plop down on it.
Oops.
I start rubbing my hands on the leather and just go,
Not bad.
not bad.
So which piece of meat did you eat, Toast?
Oh, he's eating the good cooked one.
Okay, so you have 1 point of inspiration to use now, my friend.
All right.
An inspiring meal. So, I don't really know how to put this, guys, but a lot has transpired over the day. This morning, when I spoke with my mother, she left and put the bar in my care.
I'm just kind of not listening, but listening and running my hands through the creases of the couch.
So you finally moved out and become a man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in charge of the bar now, so I think that my duties here in Phlan would be a little more efficiently used if I stayed and, ran the bar.
It's all right to
Oh.
tell us. It's all right to tell us you're afraid to leave town and adventure.
The barkeep said it.
Yeah, everything that's happened over the past couple days, you're right. I will willingly admit that scared the living shit out of me. I've never had anything control my mind like that before.
I can smell your cowardice. But that's fine. I understand. Some are not built for combat.
Yeah, I'm a little more built for, flirting with ladies. But,
Oh, Max,
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear this.
well, I believe that, the Sunrise will always be welcome. A welcome place for any of you to come.
Well, due to your assistance, I'm still going to put in a word with my superiors regarding your establishment.
Tantine, if you could do me another favor and just kind of let them know that, the whole story, that my mom went back to her village to seek peace in her lifetime, and I'll be in charge of the inn now. So any matters that the Black Fist have, they can come to me. I would appreciate that.
I see.
So you don't want to help us get these bastards.
Ugh.
I just,
Be careful.
I feel
in
like
there.
my duties my skills would be better used at the inn rather than out in the wilderness. Not really any kind of like fluffs his nice leather jacket. He's like, I'm not really built for that sort of thing. These past couple days have really shown me that my adventures are more or less indoors.
I just saw what Gertie found and start ravenously looking through this one.
Oh yeah, she was keeping eye contact with you the entire time.
And I got some soul searching to do beyond the inn myself. My mom left me some information about my dad that I've never found out before, and I need to figure out that part of my life as well.
I assume it.
Stands over Maximus. He goes, out of all the people I hate around here, I hate you the least. As a compliment.
I just look at him and I nod my head and I say, toast.
Oh, that one, I already made one, 23.
What are you guys rolling in the background? Are you just searching couches? Tantine, you were gonna say something.
Never mind.
But I appreciate all of you, and especially you, Tantine, for clearing my head of that absolute nonsense that they were trying to influence into this town. And I'll do everything I can from the sunrise to make sure that nobody else on my watch gets influenced the same way.
Well, I'm glad.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad your mother could make it out alive.
Me too, and thank you again for all that. But this is where I take my leave.
It must be difficult losing both parents.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
It's a little bit different for people like me, where adulthood is when you leave your parents behind, your orc family, and venture on your own. Where you later in life have found this, I see.
I'm just swigging my foresters, and I'm like, yeah, or you could be excommunicated. And I just kind of swig.
I nod and I shake my head and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it does hurt." And well, I am hoping that this new revelation of who my father was, maybe that will provide some closure as well. I don't know, but I got a lot to figure out, and I got a bar to run. But again, you are all very much welcome.
So Gertie raises her drink and a toast to Max for knowing when to call it quits. It was fun, Max. We wish you all the well.
All right, I'll raise my glass. The sunflower in it.
Toast raises up his ham hock.
I just flip my empty mug over my head.
I'll raise up
All
my
right.
milk.
Cheers. We all take a swig.
Yep.
I bow halfway and walk.
And so ends the tale of Maximus Powers,
And
heir
after
to the frost giant throne in Jotunheim, in the far northern reaches of the
We didn't
Sword
have-
Coast and the
That's
Sea
a
of
one. That's still our one-day adventure
His
on the side.
legacy now forgotten in the textbooks, along with the massive amounts of golden coin under the inn that he never found.
Oh gosh. Meta.
and then after he left, I go, you guys ever wonder what's a mama's boy without a mama?
I do not know. He seemed pretty old to still be living with his mom.
I enjoyed killing. May we kill more.
Boy, mate, you sure do know how to enter a room.
He says as grease is dripping into his frothing beard.
Hey, barkeep. And I flag him over.
He does not see you.
Yeah. I was gonna get him drunk.
You can go up to him and ask him. He just didn't see you flagging him.
Well, it's getting late.
I don't know why Max wanted us to sit in these dirty couches.
I go, well, and then I look in my hand and go, ugh.
Probably have the local witch doctor check that out.
I nonchalantly go, there, Toast. There'll be plenty to kill. And then I wipe my hand on his back.
He just stares at him.
So Gertie comes up and says, "Yeah, big fella, we'll go get at him the next time." She does the same thing, but you can clearly feel her doing it.
He goes, I have not been this close to humans in a long time.
And you never will be, because neither one of us are human. And then I just walk away.
He considers
Got him.
anybody but
Humanoid.
Yeah, humanoid.
So Gertie goes up and retires to a room.
So, where are we meeting tomorrow? Or are you having your meeting?
So the only room left that isn't occupied is a one room with 2 beds in it. So you guys could either sleep in that together, or Tantine could retire to the barracks, or Magrom to your house, whichever.
You need a place to crash?
Well, it might be easier for me to go to
Hells
the barracks.
just interrupts them, and he thinks he's talking to him. He goes, yes, I live outside.
Well, there's a wonderful couch right behind you.
You can take Toast out. I can go to the barracks.
I will go with you, short friend.
See ya!
Right, I'm looking for the closest courtesan.
Okay. The one's behind you here.
Behind me?
Yeah.
Should we meet in the market in the morning?
The one where he bought a fish and then it died again?
Yes, out front of here.
That
I
market.
saved a friend.
My friend is extremely shy and would love to have a night with you in the room.
Oh, would he? That one there, the tall one with the... What is that? She's just like looking at his clothing and his hands.
He's from up north and they are well equipped. Let me tell you.
Alright. Make a persuasion. You can add advantage if you give her a price.
Give her the price?
Yes.
This will be a 15 gold adventure for you.
Make it 25, and I'll do it.
Magrom doesn't like to part with his gold, but he doesn't want a smelly furball in his house. +1.
Okay, so she looks, she closes her eyes and she just holds out her hand, palm first to you. Palm up, I should say.
And I hand it to
her. So she, takes the coins and puts them in a satchel around her waist, and not even opening her eyes, she just kind of fumbles around and grabs Toast's hand and starts to lead him upstairs.
Oh, if this is going where I think it has been about 100 years.
Since I've bathed.
Well, I'll see you in the morning market. And I head home.
Yeah, Toast will go with her.
She leads you to the pleasure room where Nox and Geronch were trapped.
Oh no.
You'll have to forgive the door is still broken, but yes, you may disrobe here.
So
She's
Yeah,
so
he-
afraid.
he just goes, all right, I'm gonna roll for endowment. For how big, what do you want me to roll?
A D8.
Roll for it down.
Because he's a giant, so
Dang.
Oh, it's still sliding.
Yes!
He's
You are a
average.
moderately endowed furball.
Average.
I was hoping it was gonna be a 1.
It was almost the one.
Yeah, he goes with it.
I'm a grower, not a
Alright.
show.
So as Toast understands the finer pleasures of city living, what do you do, Tantine?
Oh, I was heading up to the barracks for the night.
Yep, you can go ahead and fast travel there.
Okay.
Magrom, you're going to your house?
Yeesh.
Okay, go ahead.
To the bridge.
To the bridge!
Boop.
Straight to your home, lad. And Maximus, you are back at the inn, right? In Mummy's room?
Did you add a barracks?
The barracks is the jail.
The barracks is the jail?
No, yeah, I added a barracks, yes.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, there's 4 now.
You've done some work over here.
Yeah. These guys are not there yet. So let's see, where are you? I lost you.
Who, me?
Front of the barracks, okay.
I'm just hanging out here.
Okay.
I can go in if you want. Okay.
Yeah, get in there. Okay. Alright, is everyone in their places? You want to end the night?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out outside the house, but I did all the appropriate locking and unlocking.
No, he
Okay.
didn't. Roll if he did.
Alright, so sleep takes you all. Toast, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Okay, so you wake up. The morning comes. The rooster crows.
I thought you were gonna be like, the morning comes and so do you.
I shut up. Let's do this. Okay, pleasant morning to you all. It is now morning. You are all well rested. Far better sleep than the night you had before. Who wants to go first?
I will head towards the meeting locale.
Okay, stop at the bridge.
Oh, did you stick me in the house?
Yes.
La-da-da. I have to open the door. And I lock it.
Okay.
From the key in my pocket. But not before I take one of my single lockpicks and weave it into my beard.
Ooh, okay.
For late. Oh no, I'm falling through the floor. I think I'm stuck.
Okay.
Yeah, he went into the ocean.
There you go. You're
Yeah.
on the bridge.
Alright.
Let's see here. Okay, so you just see the standard normal black fists here at their post. You may proceed.
To the market.
There's...
I will wait by the well. Alright.
Okay. Toast.
He's up in the morning. He goes, "Thank you."
No, she's gone.
No. And he walks out.
She did not say.
He walks out and he's kind of got a strut in his step for the first time in 100 years.
Empty balls.
And he's just staring off in the sunrise.
You enjoy yourself, you big bloke?
Yes, thank you.
And I just feel relief.
But you don't have to scrub your house. Alright, go ahead, Tantine.
All right, I will awake. Well, I'll eat some of the prepared food.
Yes. So typically at the bottom of the barrack stairs, the servant boys and servant cast of the Castle Viejo prepare a breakfast meal of like almost like an English breakfast. So it's got sausage and beans and eggs, kind of all mashed together in some kind of breakfast stromboli.
I love stromboli. After I have my fill, I will head out.
Okay. So as you leave the barracks, you see some new Black Fist recruits and guards being trained by the Black Knight and some Black Fist wizards accompanying him. They're running through drills that you remember from what seems like a lifetime ago.
I will watch for a minute, reminiscing.
Okay. And you see the Black Knight just kind of patrolling as recruits are training.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Just so you know, when you're transiting, if you say nothing, it'll probably get cut here.
Oh no. I hope this doesn't get cut.
So
Alright.
if you wanted it to be viewed, just be like,
the breakfast
Oh,
is
such
moving through me.
So as you are leaving Viejo Castle, you see the treasurer Yuri Highcastle coming down the path, and he throws up a hand to you and waves. Just the man I was looking for. Good morning, apprentice treasurer.
Morning.
And he whips out a piece of paper from his pocket and waves it in the air and says, have arranged a meeting with Jhessail Greycastle for you and I this morning.
Well, I'm glad you caught me before I went too far into town. I do not want to keep her waiting.
Most excellent. Well,
I do have a delivery. Do you want me to hang on to it?
Actually, take it to the town hall and meet me back here.
As you wish. For brevity, do you want me to...
Yeah, we'll say you do that, and it takes you, about an hour, so it is now 10 o'clock. And this time coming in, you notice these four figures off to your right when you come into Viejo Castle. They seem to be... Well, roll an investigation.
One of them's a ghosty.
A ghosty?
Which one?
He's on the
big thing?
The most southern western guy.
Oh, I can see him. I don't know why.
I can see him.
This one?
No.
This one?
Yeah. You guys can see a model?
Yeah, I can see them all.
Okay. I might have to reload then.
So looking at these figures when you come in, they seem to be extremely well equipped. Almost battle hardened. There's four of them, and they are just conversing amongst each other.
Describe the one in great detail.
The one that you cannot see seems to be, he's got a bow strapped to his back and some weapons on his hips. You can't really judge what they are, but he's got a dark black hood and travel wear, and a quiver on his back as well.
To me, does it appear as though they are part of the Black Fist army, or more like either mercenaries or bounty hunters, or a group that could be associated but not in our army?
They are definitely not Black Fists. You can tell that right off the bat.
Okay.
Oh wait, no.
What happened?
Here we go. The blackness around Castle Viejo.
Blackness.
And you could tell that they were not Blackfists because they had their torches out.
Yeah,
Establishing
DEI.
the darkness.
Yeah, embrace the darkness, even though you can't see my guy.
DEI.
Ah, Tantine, welcome back. What was the delivery for?
It was the weekly funds from Alero's smithy.
Interesting. And what was the total? So he's talking to you, like conversing, and you see him dig in his pocket and just nonchalantly hold a piece of paper to the guard behind him, not even making eye contact with him. The guard takes it, inspects it, and hands it back to Yuri's awaiting hand.
I kept the receipt on me to hand, and I hand it to him.
Excellent. Show these fine lads your identification.
I show it to them.
Okay. They ask you to tip your visor up.
I do so.
Okay. And they look at you and hand you back the identification. And then nod you to proceed. And Yuri opens the door.
Leave your torch on for the sake of ambiance.
No, I'm changing it.
Oh, scary.
So
I'm
on
scared.
The side, there is a Black Fist guard who announces as you enter, Lord Yuri Highcastle with apprentice treasurer Tantine. And Yuri asks you to come up next to him, and when they get to about this point, they bow. He bows.
I'll follow suit.
Okay. And then they come up more. Yuri Highcastle, what do I owe the pleasure of this meeting this fine morning? So, just your passive perception, you see the skull of the green dragon that assaulted Phlan, just sitting atop the throne that Jhessail now claims. And for a second, you're almost awe-inspired because you don't get to see Jhessail very often. Even you being a Black Fist and Grip at that, she stays in the castle for most of the time, but she's still an awe-inspiring force. And you can tell that she commands this castle with an iron fist. The right vice and the left vice of Jhessail, common names within the castle and in the grounds, as her left and right hands. Extremely strong protectors that heed her every beck and call. And Yuri approaches and says, Your Majesty, Tantine has some news to report in regards to some religious fanatics that have infiltrated the city. I was made aware that the High Zealot was going to be here. And you see Jhessail smirk for a second before she sits down on the throne and says, The High Zealot will be late. And she holds her right hand up to you, Tantine, and you may begin.
Oh. Would you like me to start from the beginning?
She nods.
This story starts with my superior sending me to House Janarsk to see if we could come up with a trade agreement with the heck are they called? Zentrum. To help us move more funds throughout Faerun. However, it was discovered that, and if the High Zealot has updated you, that was a ploy for Sirik, which was uncovered. They attempted
Make an investigation check as you say Sirik. So as soon as you say Sirik, you see the right hand of Jhessail. He turns and looks to her, and you see him grip his sword with two hands instead of one. And you see Jhessail's face tighten up, almost not in pain, but in extreme anger.
Fortunately enough for me, my faith in Bane shielded me from any of Siric's influence. The other individuals that went to the meeting were not so lucky at the time. We left the meeting and I updated leadership on what had occurred. There was one individual who was questioned by the High Zealot. At the time, I do not know if he gained any information as to possibly removing the curse that befuddled them. I then took it into my own hands at that point, knowing that we could not have Sirius moving throughout the city. I did not want anyone else to be enthralled or infected, and I did not want the plot of Sirik spreading any further.
What do you mean by enthralled or infected?
I will not question your knowledge on Sirik, and I know that you are aware that his tactics are of trickery, and I will explain that they used pamphlets.
She holds her right hand to stop you, and she steps down from the throne, leaving her sword and her shield on the throne. And she approaches the left hand of Jhessail and whispers something in his ear, and then walks to this door, and she join me in here. And she pushes the doors open. So these doors they're iron wrought doors, and they're made of iron wood, and they are extremely huge. But you see her walk up to them and push them open, almost as if they are plywood. And then as you enter this room, you see two figures standing in front of the fireplace. And this is where we will have Derek Kavrov make his introduction. And as you were walking in, Tantine, the treasurer was also following you before the left vice of Jhessail stopped him, and he remains out in the castle foyer.
I'm not really into orgies. No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead, KemaKorp, and just describe Derek. Is it Derek?
It's Darik, yeah, Darik.
Derek?
Not Derek.
Okay.
It's not Derek, yeah.
Derek.
Derek's who rated our channel.
Yeah, I won't speak yet. I'm looking at the fire, but you walk in and you see about a 6 foot tall figure leaning over, almost as if half awake, staring into the fire. Damaged armor, secondhand, rags abound on him. He wears a cloak, but it's all tattered and shredded. And on you would probably be able to notice that he's holding
Boner.
what is a femur, or at least a large bone from your perspective, in his right hand, and on his side is a spine that's been fashioned into a dagger. But he almost looks half dead in a sense, and his eyes are blank, glimmering in the fire.
And
I've seen
the other... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so I see him. Who's this other fellow?
So you see a tall tiefling garbed in red armor standing by the fireplace as well. He is also looking at the fire. Perhaps a hushed conversation was happening before you entered the room, because they now stare silently. But he carries a large shield and an axe, and make an investigation. Okay, now make a history check.
That was a 16 investigation.
Okay.
With a a 12 history.
Oh, nice. Okay. So as he turns to look at you, as he hears the door open, you see on his shield there is a skull in the middle with what looks like raindrops circling the skull.
Can I
And he
get
bows.
control? Because my character needs to turn
Oh,
as
that's
well.
great. Yeah.
Thanks.
Skull with raindrops?
Circling the skull. Yes.
Is that something I would
Looks
know with?
to be raindrops circling the skull. On a circle. So as Jhessail and you enter the room, this one bows to Jhessail.
And Darik would bend over slightly more than he is.
Okay.
I didn't, does this work for that?
What?
Can I can I roll insight to see if, like, I don't know, I want to can someone, like, feel, like, try to sense how powerful or, like, commanding these people are? Would that be something like insight would do, or not really?
That's like
I know it's
intentions of
Oh,
people.
yeah.
I know it's like mood and intentions.
There's certain like class abilities that you can do that. Like Proxus has one where you can like see their strength.
Like, I can see if people are good and evil as a paladin, but
Yeah,
right.
I don't think there's a way for you to like know his CR or any of that.
that's fine.
So she motions to the war table here. Join me at this table.
Is her command to ever... Okay. Yeah, I see him moving.
It's interesting you bring me these tidings, Tantine. For I could sense that Cyric was making another ploy within Phlan. Being as Bane's black fist within Phlan, everything I do is for him, and you know Cyric is the hated one. Tell me and these two more about this infiltration and this corruption.
After the events of multiple people being corrupted, one person escaped prior, and one person attempted to leave after the corruption occurred, and he was slain in House Janarsk. From
Speak
that,
more of these pamphlets you mentioned.
the pamphlets were a ploy which appeared to be a trade agreement or a deal to each individual person, customized to those people. When opened, you could hear the voices of Cyric trying to infect your mind. I was shielded by the power and my faith in Bane. He protected me and made it so that I was not affected. However, everyone else appeared to be enthralled when it occurred. After leaving the location, there was about a day's worth of time where these individuals were in town. I believe they spoke to at least their superiors in their own right. So there's a possibility of a few people being affected. From what I could tell, one of the superiors was the owner of, what's that bar called?
Sunset?
Not
Or is it
Sunset.
Sunrise?
Velvet doublet?
Yes, thank
Sunrise.
you. The owner of the Velvet Doublet. Her name slips my mind at this time, but it appears she was not affected. And that is when I ran into the High Zealot. He helped me dispatch two individuals who could not be swayed at the time. And then
The High Zealot, did he take one of these pamphlets you speak?
I did show him the pamphlet, and he took it from me, the one that I was given with the trade agreement. That did not affect me.
When was this?
Would that have been 2 days ago?
Three now.
Yeah,
3. At this point, that would have been 3 days ago.
You see a snarl form across her lips, and she places her hands on top of the war table and kind of clenches the sides tightly. And that was the last day that we've seen the High Zealot. He has not been here since that occurrence.
I did see him 2 days ago.
Where
He
was he?
he was in the prison trying to torture one of the other individuals that was at House Jannar's. But I have not seen him since. He did give me this, and I will hand over the sending stone to her. He asked me to communicate with him my plans going into House Jannarsk. At that point I did not trust him.
So she doesn't take it. She tells you to set it on the
Okay.
table.
Yeah, dang it. Okay.
I don't necessarily hand it right to her. I would have put it on the table and moved it toward her.
Okay. So
I was going to interrupt and say that.
I never activated it because I did not trust him. His demeanor and actions did not appear to be completely in the eyes of Bane. He did not have the concern that I had with the Seericists being in this city. I did agree with one thing, is that maybe we could find a way to reverse this enthrallment, which I thought could be a powerful discovery for us in case this happened in other cities. But outside of that, he did not seem to understand the grasp of what Sirik could do in such a short amount of time. I wanted to take a regiment to House Jannarsk, but he stopped me 2 days ago. I then went and spoke with my superior and told him what was happening. He assisted me with some of the things I needed to continue, and I came up with a plan on my own as to what I could do with these individuals who were affected and how I could stop Sirik from spreading in the city. I decided not to utilize the High Zealot because I did not completely trust him at this point, and I went and I prayed to Bane. This happened a day ago. As of a day ago, Bane chose me to remove this blight of Sirik in this city. I gathered up all the remaining individuals that were enthralled originally by these scrolls.
Okay, so hang on a second. So as soon as you said Bane chose me, I need you to make a charisma roll. As you see her face kind of clench up for a second as soon as you say that.
Would you just a straight charisma?
Yes.
Okay.
Charismatic.
Ooh, let me add this. Whoa,
I guide
Okay, so
myself.
as soon as you say Bane chose you, she slams a fist on the war table and says, "I am Bane's chosen. Mind your words as you speak the rest of your tale."
I smirk.
Let me reiterate that he chose me just for this one task. Not to lead the Black through the city. He also gave me an ultimatum that I was to rid the Seericists from this city, or from the House Jannarsk, prior to the eve falling.
Yes.
He also guaranteed me that if I were to succeed, he would remove the enthrallment. Well, let me rephrase that. He removed the enthrallment on the four individuals, well, 3 individuals that were accompanying me. If I were to, and he would have freed them if I were to finish the task by the end of the night. I then took them with me, and we stormed House Jannarsk to remove the Seericists' corruption.
And they fought alongside you at this point.
Yes, they did not appear to be enthralled any longer. Bane blessed us with additional power to do his will, in which it was done. No one was left living except for 2 individuals. The 2 that were left were the cook and the door guard, who did not appear to be affected by Sirik. I did lay a gauntlet on each of them and gave them Bane's protection.
So she's nodding as you say that last part.
Outside of that, everyone else was slain. I found it prudent, although it would have been nice to gather more information. But I do know that Seericists are tricksters and liars, so I just ended their life. Prior to finishing my task, I was able to get a glimpse of the Sirik map, if you will, and where some of their strongholds are.
And where is one such stronghold?
It pains me to say this, but the largest grouping that I saw on the map was at Zentil Keep.
And as soon as you say that, you see Jhessail stop looking at you and look at the tiefling across the table from her. And the tiefling nods. And she says, "It is as he has just reported to me. Your story seems to check out, Grip. Tell me, why did Bane spare you from this transformation?"
I feel as though he wants me to be his hand in relieving Faerun of Sirik's... I don't want to say grip, because that's associated with us. Sirik's hold.
So as you finish that statement, the tiefling speaks up and he says, "Jhessail, it seems the information I provided you is accurate. Will you now understand the importance of what we must do?" So Jhessail kind of turns and looks to what? How do you say your name?
Derek.
Derek. Darik.
Darik.
So she turns to look at the cleric and she says, "And what do you say of this?"
It is as I've told you. The noises are getting louder and louder and louder. Their control is getting greater.
You see Jhessail take a big, deep breath in, and she says, "Then it is time that I at least let you in on what the plan is, Tantine. You will now report directly to me.
Nice.
And I am forming an order right now at this table, titled the Black Order of Truth. You 3 will head this order and recruit who you may. Lorthak, I believe your traveling companions will be initiated by your hand."
Did you really name it the boot?
The boot! So, Lorthak kind of nods and says, "Yes, I've traveled with them for many years. I trust them with my life."
Sorry, I missed what she said. Who are his companions?
She just said his companions.
Oh, okay.
Now, Tantine and Darik, I want you to form a group within Phlan. Pick whom you trust. Are any of those that stormed House Janarsk still alive, Tantine?
Everyone that stormed House Janarsk with me survived. Of that group, one of those individuals felt that he could not continue on in the fight due to personal reasons. I do not believe it was a slight at Bane in any way. He just did not have the fortitude to continue the fight outside of the city. He is still willing to work with us and protect the city from within, and he does own an establishment in the city. As for sorry.
She just kind of nods.
As for the others in the group, they do seem like they have similar stake in this. And I believe they are willing to help us with our cause.
Good. Darik will join you and these new companions that you have mustered. You will root out Syricism within Phlan. That is your first task. I am making each of you investigators in this order, and you will report to me every day on what you have accomplished. Tantine, I want you to first root out and make sure all of the Black Fists within this city worship Bane and not the hated one. Do you accept this mandate?
I do. I accept. I just don't know how I'm going to do that. Every single Black Fist in the city?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make you RP that. Roll for it, but
Okay.
Here, take this wand that you can point at people.
yeah.
Like, if I'm going to have a line of Black Fists, papers.
Open ranks. You're
Lord
going to
Beck,
do
I
a
want
uniform inspection.
I accept.
Lord Beck, I want you to lead your party to Jhessail Keep. Create an underground resistance movement that warships, and she kind of stops there. That is not sure to have allegiances with Cyric. So he nods and he says, Jhessail Keep is a pretty far travel, milady. If you don't mind, I will take my compatriots and we will head there now. She nods, and without further ado, Lorthak Errol leaves the room.
Okay. Real quick, is Mulvant on the way to Jhessail Keep, or no? It's not, right?
No, Phlan is in the middle with Jhessail Keep to the west and Melvant to the east.
Okay, so Jhessail Keep, Melvant. Okay, Phlan, so it'd be the other way. Okay. Your Highness, we do have one issue that might need to be addressed, which could help us overall. I know if you have him go to Jhessail Keep and start there, I wonder if we should split forces and head toward Melvant after checking the Black Fists in the city. As you know, it's an industrious city and can keep our soldiers equipped. However, I'm concerned that the Syricists might be planning on taking that city as well. Side note, did I notice, I know that I saw the largest amount of purple or whatever color for Cyric was at Jhessail Keep. Did I see anything from Melvant or anything else?
I told you my boss was going there.
Yeah, I know your boss is going there. I just didn't know if I saw any of Cyric's influence there.
I don't remember what your role was.
Were your three dudes going there? Is that
my three dudes were going there? Yes.
Okay.
My role was between like a 16 and a 20. It wasn't a nat 20. It was pretty good, which is why you gave me but you kind of.
I think you did mention it.
I know you mentioned that I saw a large amount at Zental Keep, and a few other and I saw it scattered a few other places on the map, but you didn't necessarily specify.
No, if I didn't specify Melvont, then you don't know.
Okay.
You're correct, though. That's what he said.
I want it stopped in Phlan first, Tantine. That is your prerogative. That is where your concern should be right now. When I want advice and military advice from a grip, I will ask someone else.
As you wish.
We shall rule. We shall root them out. They shall fear the Reaper, and they shall fear the long night. Again.
She nods and she says, old alliances will be forged again, and we will root this corruption out.
Lest we forget that they are building a temple as well. It needs to be torn down, stone by stone.
Yes, see if you do capture any of the Seercists here. I want them brought to the castle for interrogation. We need to find out where this temple is and destroy it. Those are your orders, investigators.
It shall be done.
Your Highness, if I may,
Yes.
due to the fallout from the Zentrim at this time, may we loosen the grip slightly on the makers and possibly maybe come to a deal with them?
Who?
With the
Do you mean welcomers?
Welcomers.
You mean welcomers?
Yes,
Okay.
I meant the welcomers.
The makers and shakers.
Sorry.
The makers. I'm like, oh, another deity?
No, the welcomers, and I know them to follow who? Or at least Magrom to follow who?
Mask and Timor.
Is
Or-
Mask...
And Abathur.
What? Who? Abathur? Who's the one that is friendly with Bane?
Mask is, or no, was it Mask?
Yeah.
I think Mask could be friendly
think,
with Bane, right? I don't.
Mask
Ab-
was, yeah, they were starting to form an alliance again now that Bane is alive
Okay.
in the realms again.
Yeah, you have to check the chronological stuff too.
I think Abathur actually is too.
Yeah, I know Bane is back alive, and I think Mask is back alive as well. But you see Jhessail nod, and she says, "It is fitting that you ask this today." As she looks to Derek, and as I said, old alliances will be reforged, as Bane has commanded. Yes, be my liaison to the Welcomers Guild. Let them know that the foot of oppression on their necks will lighten, so long as they make sure to assist our cause.
And your Highness, what of High Zealot Kargan?
Ah, yes. So at this point, she reaches for the sending stone and picks it up. And you see her tap the sending stone 3 times with her thumb. And she speaks directly into the sending stone. And make a Arcana check as she begins to talk. Yeah, as she begins to speak in a language that you don't understand.
21.
Or wait, maybe you do understand it, TNT.
16.
I mean, as far as my standard languages, it's common in Orc, but
That's
I have comment. What is it?
What do you speak?
Common, deep speech, goblin, and undercommon.
Oh, okay. So neither of you understand what she's saying, but it is very harsh. And at the end, she says, "Mark your calendar, Kargan, for I am coming." And then she puts the sending stone on the table and smashes her fist on it and shatters it into a million pieces.
Very good. Leave no relics that he's touched behind.
As I said, you have your orders, investigators.
I
I will
will
meet
take-
with you tomorrow.
I will take my leave.
Throw my cape over one shoulder and start to meander, literally.
I
out the door.
bow. I bow to her.
And she nods to you. And then she just starts to look down at the table. Oh, that's right. Abathur was the god you guys ran into in the first campaign.
Yeah, and he's a dwarf.
Yeah, that's right.
So I report directly to her now. What do I do as far as Money Man goes?
I don't know. You better ask him.
Why is this weirdo following me?
Do we get badges?
Tantine. How
It-
did that go?
It appears that Jhessail has found an additional use for me.
As to be expected.
Our Highness wants me to help root out the rest of the Seericists and report directly to her.
Understood. I will miss having you around. You are very good at tax collection.
As always, if you do need anything, I will be throughout the city for the time being.
He
And-
nods and he holds his hand out.
And I shake his hand.
It's been a pleasure, Tantine. If you ever need a loan, you know where to find me.
In the Dark One's name.
Power in his name. He says one last time to you. He exits the castle.
You have a new boss.
My new boss.
Boss bitch.
Oh, yeah. Did I get any cool anything? Did I get a new insignia, emblem, anything like that to show that people
not
don't fuck with
yet.
me? Okay.
Not yet, because it is still a brand new. Well, no, you would need something, but word wouldn't spread that quick either. So
Maybe a
Jhessail
document?
let's just say Jhessail would have handed you a scroll with her official seal on it.
Heck yeah.
Um,
That I'll show with my identification if I need
yes,
to. Okay.
yes.
Is that 2 scrolls?
Yes, you both have
Okay.
scrolls, and you have 2 additional scrolls, Tantine.
2 additional. Do I know it? Like, is one?
They're all the
What-
same. You have 3
Oh, okay.
copies of the one.
Okay, got it.
And as you exit the castle, you see Lorthak talking to his crew.
Oh, it's Lorthak's crew. Look at him and his crew. He thinks he's powerful. Can I tell that Lorthak's a Banite and/or this guy next to me is a Banite?
Make a history check.
Derek.
What did you roll the first
Oh.
one?
You rolled really high the first one.
Yeah, this time I
So,
didn't.
the first time that the skull on his shield, you remember to be the symbol of Baal.
Bale, B-A-L-E.
Bhaal.
Oh, okay.
Baal.
Wow. Okay. Oh. Go with raindrops.
Yep. Skull.
Or
with
water
raindrops
droplets?
circling the skull.
You just beat that game.
Is Jhessail 2 A's or 2 S's?
No, I almost died to ball, so that was traumatic.
BTS.
Chris, did you know what I was talking about when I was describing the symbol?
Yeah, I almost said it, but I didn't want to
Yeah.
ruin everything.
Skull with the water drops, right? Oh, I didn't hear you, Taz. What was the... How do you spell Jhessail?
2 S's.
Oh, I guess I
2
think
S's.
that like blood circling it.
Yeah.
But when I heard water drops, that's what confused me. I'm like, okay, like is it some weird water town or something? Like
Is it a water Pokemon?
I probably would have thought more of that if it was like, I mean, you can't really differentiate blood drops and water drops looking at it.
Well, not with that roll, no.
Yeah. What about this guy in front of me? Did I see any symbols or emblems on him?
Just a lot of bones.
Just a bone person. Okay, probably a Merkel follower. That's my assumption.
Oh, so now we're the Dead 3 party.
No, you are the Bane party.
But they don't follow Bane. At least none of them told me they committed to him.
No, you have the Bane party. He has the Ball party.
And I have a Merkel with me.
And you
Maybe.
Have Urkel with you.
I don't know for sure, but He likes
Oh wait, no, you
bones.
didn't stop. Get back here.
Oh, whoops.
And a crab party.
Hold on.
Is there a crab
Oh.
god?
As you get into the point of view of Lorthak, he turns and waves you over. Ah, the Banites. So tell me, what do you think of your... What is she, queen to you? Your queen's edict.
Of course, I agree with what she said. The plight of Sirik must be removed from Faerun.
Yes, of course.
He will try as he might, but his flippant ways will never take strong hold if we act now.
It's
He's-
fairly impressive that you were able to resist what you spoke about in there.
I feel as though Bane has decided that he will use me for Jhessail in doing her work. He knew that this threat was coming upon his lands and decided to protect me so that we could stop Sirik.
He starts to nod and he says, yes. Sirik has tainted our group as well at some point in our travels. And we wish to rid him of this realm once and for all. Whether it be by our deity or yours, does not matter. For those disputes can be settled afterwards. Which direction did Jhessail send you?
For the moment, my focus is on this city. For we need a strong foundation prior to the assault.
Well, we'll be sure to, let's say, weaken their resolve before you get there. We may have most of the work already done.
I hope that is the case. The
And
less...
we'll leave plenty of scraps for you, Banites. He says as he starts to walk out the gate, and then the other four follow him. And then so at the fork here, they take a right instead, and then are gone from your point of view.
You said that you had other party members. Other followers here that are willing to stop Sirik in this realm. Are we going to see them now?
Yeah, if you promise not to collect their bones.
It is not I who collects the bones, it is the Lord.
Yeah, he does. Yep. Voldemort. Yes, we will go to meet them.
Excellent.
I'm sure they'll be pleased to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice all those ships in the distance. I like.
I need to find this wizard's tower.
He's near my house.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Okay. He might be a Syracist, so I gotta check him out. What are you doing up there, Merkel?
Okay, so it is now about noon.
What have those guys been doing this whole time?
Just a corpse at the well.
Do you have any flavor text to add, Toast or Magrom, during that interval?
Is there anything interesting going on at the market? I'm gonna look around.
I did tell them to meet us at the market.
Where the heck are those guys?
Is Gertie there? I don't know. I'm not at the well.
She would be, right?
Yeah, Gertie would have just hung out with Magrom and Toast, waiting for you two.
So, hey there, big guy.
Yes.
You, so I know we were talking about your interests and you hating humans and all.
Yes.
You got any, affiliations? Goddesses? Gods? Like, what's your story exactly?
So, I follow the Wild Mother and Glibdul Pulip.
Oh, here they come.
What? Who the heck is that?
If we spend longer time together, I will teach you of them.
I can't wait.
So, how'd it go, Black Fist?
Well, I spoke with Jhessail, the leader of the city.
Oh, and you're still breathing. That's good.
She has tasked me to recruit companions to rid this city and beyond of Cyric's influence. I know that we all have a stake in this, as if because if Cyric takes over Faerun, it will be a plight that's uncurable and undeniably false.
What about Melvant?
I desire to go to Melvant, but before we can make the trip there, I have a task here. If you're willing to suspend the trip briefly, I have to make sure that no one else here is infected by Cyric. I have a feeling it hasn't traveled far, but there have been 3 days since the pamphlets were released throughout the city. I do want to follow up with going to Melvant. I have some concerns, and I know Gertie probably does as well.
She just nods.
So if you're willing to accompany me with this, our first task would be to go throughout the city and make sure that there is no remnants of Cyric.
Wait, does Jhessail know you're working with us? Do you want us working with?
Jhessail does want me to collect a force, yes. She does not know each of you personally, that I'm aware of, unless you have a relationship with her.
Me? No.
No
But-
way.
Does she know about me?
No.
He
No,
looks way disappointed.
just no.
Well, mate, I'd love to help you out with this, but, your organization roughs me up every other day.
Why is that? What reason do they have to target you?
I mean, look at the necromancer. They have no reason other than they want to.
Well, I'm not sure why they would target you unless you're doing something untrustworthy.
Illicit behavior.
You see that bridge over there? You know how many times I get stopped and questioned?
All citizens are stopped on the bridge.
Hey, I think you know who I work with. We talked about this.
Did you tell me that you work for them?
No, you never did. You've kept
No.
your hood up around.
I don't think anybody did. Yeah, I don't think any.
That's
I
what
got-
I told them,
your boss. But I don't know if you necessarily told me that you work for
well, I told him the guy that was looking for me.
which guy?
The bounty
Oh,
hunter.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah,
bounty
you
hunter.
did but you still didn't tell me all the details,
That's true.
or that you are part of the lefty earsies.
Not directly, at least, right?
Not directly. I've never seen him with his hood down either.
Well, point being, if we're going to be working for you as some sort of special force, Do we have any sort of identifiers to kind of smooth things over so we don't have to deal with that?
I do have.
It's giving us the titles of High Investigators. And with that, her approval to do as we must in this town. And if you're with us, they will listen.
Who are you?
My
Yeah.
name is Danik, or Death some call me. I am a cleric of Merkel, and I have been chosen by him to rid this realm of the Cyricist influence and put the true Lord of Death back in his rightful place.
What's with the bone?
I stare and ignore.
Hmm.
Who's this freak job, Tantine?
I just met him today. Jhessail has tasked him with joining me and my other companions in becoming investigators and rooting out the truth and removing Cyric from these lands.
All right, mate.
I knew not of him prior to today, and I do not know where he's from. Before I can give you these documents, I must ask that you do not take advantage of this, and I at least need to know what deity you are, who you speak for.
Well, I don't speak for any deity, but I tend to ask for favors from Mask and Abathor.
Ooh, Abathor.
And occasionally Timora if things are getting really dire.
I see.
But that's every bloke that needs a little luck now and again.
And as for you, Gertie?
Oi, Mask and Timor mainly.
And I rub my jewel when I say Abathor.
Is that a bug jewel?
It's my family dogs.
I only have 2 extra documents. Right?
I want a 5-pointed star that says deputy.
What's a swayer doing? Deputy.
Oh, well, I could speak for Toast. He was telling me about someone named Poop.
Poop?
He worships someone named Bloop Poop or something. I don't know. Tell him, mate.
I do not. I worship the Wild Mother, but I have an affinity for Blibdul Poop.
What? Blibtor poop?
We'll post it in the chat.
Blibdual.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about. Is that the one that the stupid fish people worship?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
he's got probably like a crush on her. Like she's a big crab woman.
Blibdual pulp.
If you're willing to join me in this cause, I do have 2 documents. It was all I was given for now. That you can hang on to show that you are part of this group of investigators. It will not bar you from all criminal action, but it will hold sway for at least freedom of movement throughout the city with the guards.
And you
What-
do have. I counted wrong. You have 3, Tantine.
Okay.
1 for each of them.
He goes, what about the necromancer?
Last I was told was to leave him be.
Did you not ask Jhessail about him?
Do we show him our papers?
Yes. And no, I did not get the chance to ask her.
What about the zealot?
From my impression, the zealot is not to be trusted, and he is now missing. He is on my list of people that must be questioned.
Traitor scum.
and stopped.
Then our quests align yet again, Blackfist.
I
I'll
will,
continue to travel with you if you'll have me.
I will hand her one of the documents. I accept.
Take it.
I am with you, mate, if you help me get my mentor.
I do still plan on going to Malvant. Right, Malvant? Yeah.
Melbond.
Melvant. That is what I want to do, but prior to leaving, we do have to, unfortunately, do this detour to make sure that there are no Sirius left in case any slipped by in the day or two when we were coming up with a plan. And I will hand him the document. As for you,
He goes, any reason to kill the humanoids and not be looked at? I will do.
as long as you can commit to killing the Siricists and maybe not all of civilization for the time being.
Yes, for now.
Okay. I'll hand him a scroll. My last
What?
scroll.
But one day, everything will return to the Mother Earth.
And please don't burn that document. I know he likes to play with fire.
Only when he has a reason to.
Well, Darik, what do you think our course of action should be to root out these Siricists in the city?
Well, maybe we should ask around, see if anyone's been acting strange.
Was the Merkel talking and muted?
We could sweep the city, or we could stage a poll, if one is to call it that, and we can question as people go through. There are multiple options in which we could get information.
You want to create a checkpoint?
A checkpoint. It is an option.
You already control the bridge, Tantine.
I guess we could spend some time at the bridge. I just don't know if that will be the most effective solution.
Do you know of any gods that you trust explicitly here?
I don't think I would have any that are, like, super loyal to me.
What about those fellows that you charged with guarding the mirror?
They were tasked with it.
If they have followed through with said task, knowing that the mirror was in Cyric control, I wouldn't know of anyone better to trust at this time.
We still don't know what to do with the mirror.
Regardless, if their guard duty was performed as you expected, that matters not.
I can have them assist us with the post on the bridge.
Just an idea.
Well, it sounds like our plan will be to create a checkpoint at the bridge. I will get more men for this.
I'm gonna go into the bank behind him.
Oh, bank thiefer.
Okay.
And I will deposit 500 gold.
Stand behind the line till you're called.
There's someone in line.
Oh, I can help you over here, Master Dwarf. Oh,
Like,
actually, I'm going to lunch. Tanisha, would you be able to help this dwarf? I'm going to lunch too, Janet. It is
I
my
want to
turn
see
as
the
well.
manager of this bank.
I can help you, Master. No need for that.
I would like to deposit some of my funds.
And do you have an account here, Master Dwarf?
Do I have an established account here?
No, you don't!
Then I will fill out the necessary paperwork.
Ah, excellent. You may head upstairs to the account opening
Oh
office.
God. I'll come back another time.
He's been waiting years. He's been waiting years for this.
Go through with it. Do it.
Nah, I'm gonna actually do something in the realm of this that I need to come back for.
Okay, Tantine, we'll go to you.
How goes the protection of the mirror?
So when you walk into this room, this guard is sitting in a chair on this wall, and this guard is here standing post, and he says, "My lord, forgive me. We've decided to start taking shifts, allowing one to sleep while the other is awake. I know it is against protocol, but we felt it necessary to have one eye on the mirror at all times and not leave the room."
That is fine. I understand.
There's been no movement, no sound. It is just as it is, as you have left it that night.
I have a new edict and a new need for your services.
Yes?
We will be creating a checkpoint on the Western Bridge.
What are you doing, old man?
I was debating something, but I stopped. Don't
We,
worry.
we have to confirm that there's no more Siricists in this city.
He's not even old, too. That's the best part. He's doing
Oh,
old
you're
man.
not?
No, he's just like
Oh.
crooked.
Oh, okay. What do you mean an edict, sir?
I have a plan to help root out the rest of the Siricists, but I need your assistance.
Of course, swords are yours, but what do we do with the mirror?
I haven't completely decided. Has Yuri stepped by? I did update him on the mirror being here.
He did not. He headed for the castle this morning.
I will see if he is in his office.
We shall
And-
meet you here.
Stand by.
Oh, Tantine.
Is that Yuri or her talking to me?
Yuri.
I don't see him.
There is no Yuri.
There he is. Apologies for coming back and seeing you so soon, but I didn't know if we got anywhere with the investigation into the mirror that I've been having guarded in the town hall conference room.
Yes, I was going to have the Master Wizard of Castle Viejo inspect it, but you intercepted me on the way to the castle, and you know what happened after that, so I did not get a chance to investigate it further.
I have need of the guard that have been protecting it to help me root out the Siricists. Is there something you think we could do with the mirror in the meantime?
I could assign some men that I trust to look over it.
If you have trustworthy individuals that you could have watched it for the time being, I know that Jhessail really wants us to focus on ridding this city of any extra Siricists. And I need those men to assist me.
Then it shall be done.
And as you know, be cautious with it. It can overpower even the strongest minded and willed individuals and draw them into it. And we do not yet know what it actually does.
Of course. And as soon as I get the High Wizard to inspect it with a report, I will let you know.
Thank you. And I nod to him.
He nods back, and you see him go behind him into that room, and disappears.
What's he doing in there? Well, would he send the guard now?
Yeah, so if you're going back into that room, you see the other door on the eastern side of the complex open, and a couple of additional guards come out, and so this is the mayor you want us to look after?
Yes, you will be looking after this mirror for Yuri. Do not fail him.
Whoops.
It's a rogue.
It's a rogue. He looks like a Siricist.
Yeah, we're usually used to shaking down old tax debts, but we'll shake down this mirror here for you, boys.
Do not remove its coverings. Just stand guard and don't let anyone manipulate it.
Of course.
Except for Yuri and or the High Wizard.
You already told us to follow your directives, so we'll make sure it's done.
As for you men, come with me.
So I am going to change their border to silver.
Silvermen, Silvermen. Alright, now I've got a bunch of guards. I don't know how we're gonna root out Siricist, but here we go. I don't have a Siricist detector.
Yeah, I was about to just bring up. So I've been thinking, Tantine. Remember how we could change the way we look?
Yes, I remember that the ones affected by Cyric could do that.
How we gonna find these guys?
Toast goes over, he goes, I can change form if ever needed.
Well, he might be a Siricist. Magrom.
I pull out my deck. My cinematic deck.
We must question that devotion.
Yes, we will go to the bridge and question the citizens.
Sounds fun.
Mine only lasts for an hour though, not as long as the Siricist spell did.
If we cannot get answers from every single citizen, we can at least get information from them.
Doing all right with that voice?
Yeah. Is that gonna be hard, Chad?
No, it's fine. I just went into it wrong there, and I needed a drink.
Hey guys!
Well, let's set up station at the bridge. Where'd Magrom go?
I love the voice though, but I have to work on it. It changed from Voldemort to Vegeta a little bit right there, so I gotta like dial it in.
Yeah, but it was an original Ocean dub Vegeta, not.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Good
other one.
stuff.
It's over 9,000.
But I'll dial it in. It was even better earlier today, and I lost it there for a second. I was practicing it.
I'm gonna hop up on this rock with Toast.
Gertie, what do you think? Should we go on the center or just at the edge of the bridge?
I would say to put one of your boys, one on each side.
We are looking for any piece of information that can help us find the Siricists where they're hiding out. Then we can rip their eyes out.
I will look over the documents from Jhessail for any further guidance on locating the Siricists.
Okay,
The scroll.
As soon as you open Jhessail's scroll, your gauntlet begins to glow slightly. And where it was a completely black-fisted gauntlet before, now on the opposite side of your palms, on the back of your hand, there is an emblazoned black fist with a silver outline.
I'm gonna roll Arcana.
He extra upgraded my already sweet bracers that Bane upgraded.
Actually, no, I'll roll. Yeah, I'll roll Arcana. Yes. Okay, that's sweet.
I will investigate my new cool bracers. Oh, I don't know anything about
I
them.
wanted to. I was gonna switch it to religion, but can I roll religion on that as well since I don't know anything magical about it?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a little better. All right.
Yeah. So you do feel some magic emanating from the gauntlet. It has an additional property to it now that you didn't sense before.
Okay.
Okay, so
It
he has
appears.
a scroll and I got a scroll, so I'll pull out my scroll as well
Okay.
after I fumble through and pull it out of the inside of my cloak. And go ahead if you got something before I do
So
that.
when I opened it, it literally emblazoned a black fist with a silver lining on both my gauntlets on the exterior.
Yes, on the exterior.
Okay.
All right, and I will open my scroll.
And are you wearing any gauntlets? Derek?
No. He's kind of ragged. He doesn't really have a beautiful set of armor by any means.
Okay, so on your chest, the same symbol gets emblazoned on one of on your right or your left back, whichever one you prefer.
Like on where the pauldron is held on type of thing, that emblem. Does the symbol look the same on mine?
Yes.
You said? What was it again? Sorry, I didn't get the
A
description.
black open hand with a silver outline.
Oh, no. Okay, so I rolled Arcana from a distance on his. I will now roll Arcana on mine.
Okay.
18.
So you notice now that the emblazoned symbol is etched on your body, and you're slightly conflicted because it is not your chosen deity, but it is the faction that you belong to now on Jhessail's orders. And it does have a magical property to it, and you akin it to something almost along the lines of a dispel magic, but not as powerful.
It appears that Jhessail has blessed us with tools that we did not realize we would have.
It seems as if it has the power to root out magic of some sort. Not quite sure exactly. What did it do?
Well, it wasn't just mere identification. Men, your role is to stop anyone suspicious so that they can be questioned as to to see where their loyalties lie.
All right, sir. Can we get one of them scrolls?
Before I give them the scroll, I ask them to come closer, and I touch both of them with my gauntlets.
Okay, so as you touch both of them, where do you touch them? And be specific and
Ooh.
Graphically detailed.
possible.
Yeah.
So the one on my right, I will use my right hand to touch his left pauldron shoulder. One on my left hand will touch his right shoulder pauldron.
Okay, so as you touch them, you hear almost like a hissing noise, and then as you pull your hand away, your gauntleted fist was emblazoned on their pauldrons with the same silver lining.
Oh, sweet and powerful. This mark should assist you with your duties, I think.
Yes, it will.
You channeled the magic.
All right, sir. We will keep the bridge secure and report back to you how often?
Every 12 hours.
It shall be done.
In the Dark One's name.
Power in his name, Tantine.
Okay.
Tantine. Why don't you place your gauntlet on the tiefling? If she is so willing.
Gertie, have you looked at your identification scroll yet?
Not yet. But I'm about to after seeing that display. So
Appears-
she doesn't have her daggers out, but she pulls the scroll out and opens it up. And you see on her leather doublet that she has on, that same symbol, etches and embroiders itself on the leather.
Interesting.
So is there a
what,
spot for you guys to keep track of factions on your character sheets?
Yeah. I mean, like, alliance, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Under notes, there's organizations, allies, or enemies. So
So
organizations.
these would be under organizations. So like Magrom, you're part of the Welcomers, and if you open the scroll, it'd be the boots also now. So you all need to add the boots to the organization list for you.
Which stands for?
Black Order of Truth.
Black Order of Truth.
The boot.
Black Hand, Imperial.
Is there a spot for you to put rankings in there?
You can just type whatever. It's open type.
Okay. So there are 5 rankings of the Black Order of Truth.
Okay.
First rank is Investigator. Second is Truthseer. 3 is Perceiver. 4 is Verifier. And 5th is Purger of Lies.
Urger. The boot.
And as far as we know, we're all investigators.
Yes. And I might as well tell you the Black Fist ranks too now. The first one is Fist. Second is Gauntlet.
Get
Third
him,
is
Gauntlet.
Grip.
What's the third one?
Third is Grip. The 4th is Hand. The 5th is Vice. And the 6th is Herald.
Is Jhessail a herald?
Jhessail is far beyond a Herald.
Oh. These are not command ranks.
Right.
I'm a loser in the ranks.
So,
I'm an
yours,
investor.
Magrom, the Welcomer's ranks, the first is a Greeter. The second is a Guide. The third is Welcomer. The 4th is Admitter. The 5th is Integrator. And the 6th is Assimilator.
What was after Welcomer and on?
Admitter is 4th. 5th is Integrator. And 6th is Assimilator.
We must find out what happens when we put these marks on a Siricist. Will these help us root them out? Or are they just to mark our allies?
So make a perception check, Derek.
10.
Okay. Now you make a perception check, Tantine.
Oh, that didn't help you.
Okay.
Damn it. Alright, Gertie, make a perception check. Dwarf! Have you read your scroll yet?
I look at it with my special eyes.
Show me your special eyes. So the same thing. What are you? Do you have gauntlets on?
I think I just have
Leather
gloves.
gloves.
Just
So
gloves.
on your doublet, your leather chest, that same symbol embroiders and etches and burns itself onto the leather.
I am now silver.
I'm just gonna put that under notes for my armor, I guess.
And what about you, big fella? You gonna take the plunge and join us?
So he nods and he holds out the scroll and reads it. He does not have gloves on.
This seems all too familiar.
Yeah.
Make a Constitution save. No, I'm just kidding. So the same thing It embroiders itself on whatever sheep wool or rag skins that you've got.
He's got leather on. It's just a little odd looking leather.
Oh, okay. So yeah, on your leather chest armor, the same thing appears on your armor as well.
It's homemade leather armor.
Crab shells on it and stuff.
Does anybody else roll anything to, or we just go with it?
What?
Do we get any special abilities?
Oh no, no special build.
Curious.
Make an Arcana check.
What do you feel with your new markings?
Not much.
We all suck at rolling. That's all. We just all suck at rolling tonight. That's great. Except for your 20 nature. Use your inspiration. Got him.
He just looks down. He's like, "It took me a while to make this leather."
Well, my men are going to cover the bridge for us. Where do we think the most likely spots in the city would be for a Cirrus to take refuge? We can start rooting out establishments.
Didn't the smith go missing?
Yes.
You think the Cirrusists have anything to do with that?
They may.
What do we know about the smith?
All I know is that he...
Do I recall from before?
Just that he was missing.
I'm also gonna roll since I would have been moving around the city a lot and doing my crab stuff.
Oh my god! How do you know the Smith? How do you...
So you remember as your crabs were feasting on the corpses of the ocean, you remember one of the corpse pictures talking about the missing Smith, and that he was heading out the northern gate of Phlan about a week ago, heading to some old ruins in the woods to investigate some blacksmithing plans that he had heard about, but he has not been seen since.
He goes,
We know
the blacksmithing person. When I was feeding my crabs, I heard people talking about him going north about a week ago to do some blacksmithing plans.
What direction is the temple being built?
The Cirrus temple, northwest, in the woods.
North?
northwest
Okay,
of Phlan.
northwest.
How far?
You don't know. You have no
Okay.
idea.
We've just heard
It
it's
was-
being built, right?
It was about a week ago.
We just know it was kind of that way.
Yes.
If it was a week ago, that would have been before the
Yeah.
Cirrusist plot.
Yeah, but who knows what they've been doing in the woods?
Well, that is the direction of the temple, but that's not much of a link. Maybe they stopped him in the woods.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any other rumors in town that I'm aware of.
You haven't checked in with the Thieves Guild.
Yeah. Is there a rumor monger? Someone who keeps details on what's being spoken of in the streets?
I might know a guy in the West Town that might know a thing or two.
Maybe we should start there.
Well, I'll have to go check in with him, and I could meet up with you later.
We should go to the north gate. We can ask what they've seen coming in and out of the town.
I will go with you, old woman.
Who? Old.
You can't tell. They all look the same to him.
If you're talking about me, I just love it. That's twice now. He's like 23. My God.
Alright,
I
I'm gonna head to the guild
Okay.
while they're talking.
So
I have
as
to go-
you approach this guard, he sees, the emblazoned symbol on your chest, and these guys go to stop you, and he says, "Let him pass," and they pay you no mind.
I do have to go that way to go to the Wizard's Tower.
It could be beneficial. Wizards have knowledge beyond our own.
Especially if he's important.
Whee! You're flying,
Let us
dude.
go see this wizard.
Yeah,
He might be able to aid us in finding and destroying these Siriths.
I'm still wondering why I wouldn't go to the wizard in the keep. The high wizard.
He's too busy for your
Uh,
axe.
You still have that axe, right? Yeah, okay. That's what the whole thing was.
The High Wizard doesn't specialize in weapon enchantment and things of the arcane like that. He's more an evoker than an arcanist.
A murderer.
Here, you guys do my job for me. I'm gonna go do things with my axe.
Yeah.
I guess I'll jump to my guy doing the rumor monger thing while they're moving.
Oh,
Where-
Oh,
sir.
never mind.
So it'd been about an hour since you dispatched these guys to their patrols or to their guards posts, and this guard goes on to explain that the guards here on the bridge and on the opposite side of the bridge seem to check out, but there were a group of commoners that passed through, or that began to pass through, and as they were questioned, this guard happened to put his hand on one of the commoners. And almost like paper falling off of this person, his appearance changed, and he was able to apprehend him, and some guards escorted him to Castle Viejo.
Good work. Fist.
Excellent. Sounds like someone that we can interrogate.
What of the rest of the group? Did they all check out or did they flee?
They were just as surprised as we were, sir. And I noticed it upon my touch is when the facade was proven false. So I made sure to shake the hand of every commoner that passed through since.
Very insightful of you. Good work. Where did that group go on to? The remainder of that group.
They kept heading east to the markets.
Have you placed your mark on all these guards?
Yes.
All right.
The symbol does not appear on them as it does me, though.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have that power. I would have to do it. I only trust these two anyway.
Yeah, you're the only one that can make betas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wizard will have to wait. We should go to the market and find that group.
Alright, so you guys head to the market. Magrom will go to you.
Wait, which market?
The market on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't see them pass.
Somehow we missed them. It's alright.
Oh,
In the shuffle and the kerfuffle. No.
It happens.
I tug my ear and walk upstairs. But not before grabbing a bite to eat. And patting the innkeep on the back real quick and saying hello.
Oh, Magrom! Welcome back. Are you hungry, lad?
Yes, I'd like a bite to eat.
He goes to the table and fixes you up a meal. Oi, heard the rumor monger's been a bit busy lately.
Oh, is that right?
Down here sputtering and spatting all kinds of stuff.
About what?
Just new contracts just came in.
I'll have to ask him about it. I finished my food.
Okay.
No, talk to the fence. I like when he talks.
How's your day going, Fence?
Oh, you got something to sell, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him.
Eh, nothing today.
Oh, that's a nice little sword you got there.
It is pretty cool, and I wave it around going meow.
So I need you to make a... He's gonna try to swipe it out of your hand to look at it.
Ooh.
Is that a dex save?
Yes. Oh. So you see his hands flash out to try to grab it, but you're a little quicker, and you're able to keep it up from him, and your height advantage helps a little bit too. Oh, you're a quick one, ain't you? I just wanted to look at it.
Oh, you.
I'll give you 10 gold for it.
Deal. Gold is more important. I slap the rumor monger on the back and I go, oi.
Make a strength check.
Uh-oh.
I am weak.
Oh! Hi, Magrom.
Heard you've been sputtering about. What's up? What's going on?
Oh, fresh new contract came in.
Just one?
I just one.
What do we got?
Well, you see, it seems to be a rather bit of an estate sale going on in Phlan. We've got the house of a noble. He just croaked not too long ago. Someone was coming to settle his estate, so we hear the doors are going to be open.
Oi? You happen to, know who this bloke is? Human? Dwarf?
It was a dwarf.
Dwarf noble, eh?
He passed away. His house is now looking to be settled. But I hear there's all kinds of riches in there.
Aye. When's the sale?
The sale is in 2 days. So really, you've got 2 days to pilfer what you can and give the guild 10%, of course.
Aye, aye. Now, aside from contracts, do you hear any actual rumors?
Quite a few rumours.
I clink a handful of coins.
How many rumours are you looking for?
Not the ones you'd think I'd be looking for. More strange goings-ons.
Oh,
Recruitment
those-
efforts.
Those kind of rumours need a different colour coin.
Ooh. Greedy rumor monger.
This is rather important. And I pull out, instead of silvers, some golds.
So he looks at the gold coins and... Well, make a persuasion.
Prepare to be persuaded.
Oh, yes, that's the wrong colour, Magrom.
I pull out 1 platinum.
Oh, that's the one. That's the colour I'm looking for.
Alright,
So-
talk.
Seems there's a little bit of a religious falling out going on in Phlan. One side pulling for the other. At least that's what I hear, but it seems the Black Fists are in the majority, but it seems that some of the Sericists are trying to get into Phlan.
Oh, I have heard that as much, actually. You know where they're coming from?
They seem to be coming from the west, traveling on roads from Jhessail Keep.
Anything you've heard that kind of coincidences or commonalities about these folks?
Nothing that comes to mind, just knowing the nature of Sericists myself, it seems that, well, you don't really know who could be one.
And anywhere in the city, in Phlan in particular, you've been hearing them kind of centering?
Yes. Seems they were all starred and holed up in the House of Janask.
Yeah, not anymore, they're not. I mutter.
Oh, you got some rumors yourself?
Yeah,
Get your
they're-
money back.
yeah, I'll tell you if you, make the next one free.
Yeah, make a persuasion with advantage.
Oh, come on, that was 16.
Yeah, 16.
Oh, I could do that. It wasn't a high DC.
Okay. Well, seems there was, some of the black ones went in there, stormed the place, even left a nice big crater in one of the walls on the 2nd floor.
Well, that's what that was.
Left the whole
No
house
shit.
bloody and dead. Watched the whole thing myself.
My, Magrom, how'd you get entwined in all this?
Or, you know, just thieving business. Eyes peeled and all.
Righto. Well, that's all I've heard of the Cirrus anyway. Mayhaps you've rooted them all out.
Maybe. Alright, I'll keep this, this rumor in my back hip for another time. The one from you.
Oh, of course. I'll be sure to honor it.
I'm gonna write down one free rumor.
You have to like get a contract from him for the house, or is it just a thing you do?
No, you have to get the contract.
Yeah, so, oh, and I'll be taking the contract for the estate sale.
All right. So looking at the contract, you see at the top, Smith Estate, Smyth.
I thought she was a halfling, that's why I
Yes.
She's adopted. Oh no. I'm gonna need disguise. Alright. I'm gonna... I don't know about the whole touching people thing yet, do I?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you, Rumamonga.
Oh, of course. Oh, wait, Magrom! Letter from Barnabas came for you. Said your eyes only.
I nod.
Barney.
And he hands you the scroll.
I'm gonna investigate it, but not open it.
Okay. It does have Barnabas's ring sealed on the outside of the envelope. So it is a sealed scroll.
Alright. That's all I will do with it right now.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna go back upstairs and find the mage.
Okay.
Oi, mage.
Oh, yes, Master Dwarf.
I was wondering if you could do a quick detect magic for me.
Yes.
And I just hold out the scroll and put it on the like little table in front of him.
Okay. You see him wave his hands in an incantation, and he places them over the scroll. I don't notice anything magic about it.
Alright, and I give him 5 silver pieces and walk off.
Okay.
Alright,
Thank
now
you, sir.
I'm gonna open it up and read it.
Okay, so in the letter, it says that Barnabas is about 3/4 of the way to Melvaunt. He has come across some people on the road who he was able to speak the word of Cyric to. They seemed fairly interested, but whether they were converted or not, he couldn't tell. He goes on to explain that the road to Melvaunt is thick with travelers, and that he nears the city and will do his best to spread the word of Cyric in Melvaunt as quickly as possible. He will meet you at the Red Rooster Inn if you decide to go.
What have you done?
I failed. The Red Robin. We're gonna meet at the Red Robin for burgers.
The Red Robin.
Alright, I'm gonna walk.
And then at the bottom of the letter, you see that he has elected that Mossy Hobnail be named Guildmaster in his stead.
Mossy who?
Hobnail.
I'm gonna... Oi, Fence, you got any forgery and disguise kits?
Oh, I got a ton of them.
Could I get one of each?
Forgery kits? Yeah. So he turns and looks into his satchel and is just tinkering around in there for a little bit. Then he pulls out a small wooden box with a bunch of quills sticking in it. Oh, forgery, yeah, there you go.
And then a disguise kit.
A disguise kit? What kind of disguise you want? I've got a noble disguise. I've got a fishmonger disguise.
Give me a merchant disguise.
Ooh, merchant. You want to look like me, do you?
And oh yeah, that'll work.
Ooh. So he tinkers around in the bag and pulls out a small burlap sack and hands it over to you. And looking inside, you see just some common clothes that a merchant would have, along with an apron and some kind of writing, documentation and things like that.
How much?
I'll say 5 gold.
I give him 6.
Woo! Thank you, sir.
Alright, I'm going to go to my house real quick and do some inventory management while... Unless you have something happen in there.
Nope, go ahead.
Alright. And we can do something else now.
Okay, Tantine, you're investigating the market?
Yeah, I'm gonna retcon that my faithful guard described the group of people that kept going.
Yep.
Okay. So we are looking for that group of people
Okay.
in the market.
You make an investigation.
Meow.
You see a crowd, kind of semi-gathered around the well.
Oh well.
Oops, it's flying. So they're excitedly talking amongst each other as you approach, and then they see you and they go silent and just kind of look at you in caution.
You you have to be questioned, as you were found to be with a Seercist.
Listen, sir, we've told the gods everything we know.
You in the back with the staff.
No, I'm just kidding.
Get him!
You're to come over here with me.
He looks to the others before he steps over to you.
Your companion that was removed earlier at the bridge. Where did you meet him?
We just met on the road from Melvant.
You were coming from Melvant?
Aye. He said he was heading to Melvant, but forgot something back in Phlan, so he turned around and joined us back to the city.
And you and your 3 other compatriots came from Melvant?
Aye.
How is the state of the city?
It's still polluted as ever and churning industry every day.
Nothing appears out of the ordinary or unusual?
Not to my eyes, but I'm a traveling merchant. I go from city to city. I don't stay there long.
What wares do you peddle?
Sheepskin and wool clothing.
And you carry this just on your back? Where is your caravan?
I left my caravan at the north gate.
Unattended.
Well, it's with the gods. The standard check-in procedure. They need to inspect it for a few days.
How about your other 3 compatriots?
The fellow traveling merchants, we tend to band together on long journeys. Safety in numbers, you know.
What's the name of your shop in Melvant?
I don't have a shop in Melvant. I travel from city to city.
I see. So you just barter and trade goods? Or do you have a home station that you work out of?
No, I typically sell and buy in other cities where prices are higher and lower. It seems in Melvant, my clay pots were pretty pricey, so I purchased some sheepskin and sheep wool to sell here in Phlan, which I know has a shortage.
Sounds like a hard life.
It can be.
And you always travel with those 3?
No. This expedition to Phlan was the first time I met them.
So just happenstance. How many days travel did you run into the individual that was taken away?
It was on I can't remember remember how many days travel it is from here to Melvant.
I feel like you said it was like 10.
So it would have been like the 8th. On day 8, he had said he had only been a couple days into his journey from Phlan.
Did he elaborate on what he forgot?
He did not, no. He was a pretty quiet fellow. He was mumbling at night, we did notice. But we figured it was just how he slept, or I don't know.
Did he exchange any documents with you or the rest of the group?
No documents, but he did keep talking about religion.
Did he actively talk about Cyric?
Not by name. He kept speaking about a certain deity. What was it? Nasser, I believe it was.
I am a retard today. I have an idea who Nasser is.
Chad, you make a religion check with advantage. Oh, you're not near them.
You want Gertie to do it?
Yeah, Gertie will do it.
I don't know what her stats are. Oh.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so she turns to you with a slight grin, and she says, Nasir is an alias of Cyric.
I nod to her. Do you have identification?
I have my business papers, yes.
May I see them?
He opens a satchel on his right hip and pulls out some documents. They're rolled up, but they're not sealed, and he hands them over to you.
As he hands them to me, I will also touch his hand with my gauntlet while I take the documents.
Okay, so he doesn't resist or anything, and nothing happens.
Okay. I will look over his documents. Looks all in order.
Yeah, nuts. So you just see he's got a permit to be a traveling merchant between
That was beautiful.
Melvant and it's basically in the Moonsea region. He's got stamps for Melvant, for Zental Keep, for Phlan, for some of the other surrounding cities around the Moonsea. He's even got one for Neverwinter.
Wow. Your documents look in order. I hand them back to him.
Thank you.
Last question. How fared travel on the road? Is it has it been well populated as of late, or not many people taking the route to Melvant?
Well, quite a bit of travel. I would say a little more elevated than I'm used to, but that is a good thing. It seems now that Phlan is back on its feet, the economy is ready to welcome it.
That is good to hear. And what deity do you serve?
I don't see why that has any bearing on this conversation.
I beg to differ. Being that this city is run by the Black.
So he starts to look a little nervous now.
Pray you tell me before we have to take you to further questioning.
I am a follower of Gond.
God. I look at Gertie so she can tell me who God is.
Make a religion. You can make another religion.
Come on, Gertie.
All right, we'll do it with Gertie's helping me.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go.
Thanks, Gertie.
You know that Gond is a Farunian god of craft, smithing, and inventiveness.
Oh, cool.
But he knowing that he is in a town dedicated to Bane, he's not sure how a Banite is going to take one of the lawful good gods being in their city.
At the moment, that is probably not high on my concern list. I appreciate you being forthcoming. and thank you for talking with us.
Of course.
As you well know, it would not be good for Sirik to take hold of these lands.
Of course not. He is a mad god.
You may continue with your mercantile work.
Thank you. I just plan on setting up shop here in the markets for a few weeks. Do I need to fill out a permit specifically in Phlan?
You would have to stop at the town hall and speak with the receptionists in regards to permits for sales.
If I am free to go, that is where I will go now.
I nod. You are free to go.
Okay, so he nods and makes his way to the town hall.
Okay.
Were you doing any RP with them? Kema? Darik? Darik?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my Talespire froze, but no, I was looming my 6-foot figure around them, making sure they didn't leave as the other one was being questioned.
Okay. Well, his story checked out, Tantine. What do you think we should do with the rest of them?
I doubt they have. I doubt they have much more information than he had. We'll see what Derek has to say.
And she just nods and follows your lead to them.
What did he have to say?
He checks out. Appears this group came from Melva.
Well,
You three?
yes.
All merchants? Yes.
I'm a traveling blacksmith, smithy. I fix carriages all along the tradeway.
How was travel from Melva? Anything of note?
A lot of broken wagons.
Are the roads damaged, or are they damaged? Are the caravans damaged in other ways?
Both.
More than normal.
Both. More the latter. More the roads need more attention. But I did hear quite a few bandit attacks.
Anything particular about the bandits that have been reading on the roadway? Or
No.
your standard vagabond bandits?
Oh, he seems to be more standard fare for banditry.
Enough of the pleasantries. What did the Sirius say to you all?
The who?
The other one traveling with you.
Oh, that one.
The one they took into captive. What did he say to you?
He was speaking of religion and how we follow false gods and need to follow this Nasser fella, whoever the hell he is. He just kept preaching and preaching about it.
Wow, I can't fucking read anybody today. Great roll.
Oh no!
Yeah, okay, so she can blatantly be lying to me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. None of it took hold then. And I creep
No,
closer.
I mean, we could obviously tell they were the sputterings of a madman. I don't know if he was injured in a bandit raid, but he was part of our company for less than a day.
Only one day?
Aye, that's all I remember.
From what I came to understand, he was with you for 2.
Make an insight check.
Roll better than my freaking insight checks.
It's always a
10.
1.
Yeah. 10 no.
It could have been 2. It's been busy. Like I said, a lot of fixing and repairing. I didn't get much rest.
You would think, listening to some insane babble about a false god, you would be annoyed by that and know that it was longer than a day or 2.
Yeah, it was 2. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
And he didn't exchange anything with any of you.
No, but he was scribbling in a journal.
And he still possesses that journal.
Aye.
You didn't
Well,
see the
he
gods.
did.
You didn't see the gods. Did the gods take it off him?
I I don't know. He was gone from our sight when the gods led him away.
All right, not that you saw. So they put him in shackles and walked him away.
Yes.
I fear as if we need to get to that journal before someone else does.
And why was he traveling with you?
He just said, like most of us common travelers do, strength in numbers. He said he'd forgotten something here in Phlan and had to turn around.
I thank you for your time. If you're going to sell goods here, make sure you stop at the town hall for a permit.
Will do.
Keep your bones in
free?
order.
You are free to go, yes.
I stare at them as they walk away.
Okay. They kind of just still congregate around the well for a while.
I
I'm gonna
could
go pretty quick.
sense.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
I could not sense any ill intention from them.
What was Toast doing the whole time?
Are you asking him, or he's watching?
Hmm.
He's not much for talking.
Their story does seem to check out. Now I am interested in why this individual made it 2 days travel from this area and then decided to return.
Yes, we need to get to him. He obviously came back for something that he needed to spread the word of Styric. We have to find him. He should be in your cells, right?
That does sound like an issue. Yes, he should be in our cells. Up at the keep.
We should make haste.
Or should we locate Magrom before we go and visit him? See if
We
he
don't want to. But
see if he's uncovered any rumors that might help us with questioning.
I do not want to dabble. One of us should stay here and wait for Magrom, and the other should immediately go to the prisoner.
Toast says, "I will stay."
As long as you have the mark, you should be able to get up to the keep, right?
Yes.
Oh, we're just meeting you. Or where do you want to have the meeting point once he gets here?
I'm back.
The keep. Okay, so we just discussed Toast is gonna stay here and wait for Magrom because I don't want to stay here and wait for him. We need to find the prisoner immediately.
Okay.
So I think, unless Tantine can respond, but my thought is we're going right to the castle and Toast is waiting. The keep.
Yeah, he's just gonna wait over here.
Mr. Merkel's impatient and wants to go to the prisoner.
Okay.
Should we
Master
end
Phlan.
the...
Yeah, actually, we probably should. It is about bedtime.